Okay, today's lesson is on functions, whether something is a function or not. So what I'm going to want you to do on this video recording is for you to write everything that I write down. So we're going to start on this side of the page. We're not cutting it yet. We're not gluing anything. We're just writing. So on the top, on one side, I want you to put function. And on the other side, you're going to put not a function. So on the left side, we're going to have things that are functions. And on the right side, we're going to have things that are not functions. Make sure that you are writing this down. Okay? So for something to be a function, the x cannot repeat. X cannot repeat. Okay? And it must pass the vertical line test, so points cannot stack. And I'll show you in a little bit what I mean by that. So if it is not a function, what's happening to the x's? They're repeating. So x is repeating. And what do you think the points are doing? The points are stacking, one on top of each other. Points are stacking. Okay, so we're going to do a few examples. On the left side, this is called a mapping. Okay, and I'm going to give you an example. So on right here I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Over here I have 5, 10, 15, 20. And I'm going to have arrows going from one to the next. Just like that. So I want you to do it just like that. The 1 goes to the 5. The 2 goes to the 10, the 3 goes to the 20, and the 4 goes to the 15. Over here, this is an example of something that is not a function. I'm going to have the numbers 2, 4, 6, and 8, 10, 20, 30, 40. But look what's going to happen now. I'm going to have the 2 go to the 10 and the 2 go to the 20. I'm going to have 4 go to 20, 6 go to 30, and 8 go to 40. So if I look at my notes, if I say this one is a function because the x does not repeat, and I say this is not a function because the x is repeating, what is the difference between these two? How can you tell that this x is repeating and this x is not repeating? How can you tell that this is repeating? Because the 2 is going to 2 different places. The 2 is repeating with the 10 and the 20. Okay? So this mapping is not a function because the 2 is repeating. To 10 and 20. Okay? So this mapping is a function because what? It's not repeating. One number goes to another number. One number goes to another number. They don't repeat. So the x is not repeating. All right? I'm going to do another example. and I want you to write down why it is a function and why it is not a function. So this one, I'm going to put the numbers 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 10, 10, 10. And over here, I'm going to put 4, 4, 8, 12, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I want you to pause the video, and I want you to tell me why this is a function and why this is not a function. Okay? Press play when you're ready. Okay, so why is this one a function? The x is not repeating. X is not repeating. Did we say anything about the y? Do we care about the y? No, that's not what we said up here. I said x cannot repeat. I don't care if y is repeating, okay? This is a function. What about this one? The 4s are repeating on the x, okay? The 4s are repeating on the x. 4 repeats on the x, okay? Now, I'm going to draw you two graphs, and you're going to tell me why one is a function and why the other one is not a function. So here goes one. Okay? And here goes the other one. Okay? So I'm going to give you just a few minutes. Pause the video, write down why this is a function, why this is not a function, and then we're going to check to see if you're correct. Okay, so tell me why this one is a function. Say it again. The points are not stacking, okay? The x's are not repeating. These are x's, right? They're not repeating. My points are not stacking. If I draw points on this graph, they are not one on top of each other, okay? So x is not repeating, and the points are not stacking. Why is the one on the right not a function? The points are stacking. My x's are repeating, okay? If I draw points on this graph, right? My points are repeating. This one is stacking on top of that one. If I draw a vertical line, it goes through 2 points. So it doesn't pass the vertical line test, which this is what I mean. It's only supposed to go through 1 point at a time. That means the points are stacking. That means the x's are repeating. That means it's not a function. X is repeating because the points are stacking. Okay, so you're going to be able to use these notes right now on the assignment that I have in Schoology. There is a small little quiz in Schoology so that I know that you know how to do this or not. So you're going to go to Schoology, okay, and you're going to go to Courses and whatever period you're in. I have the calendar, which I haven't added the video to yet, but I will in a little bit. And then this is the assignment. So you're going to click on it and you're going to start it. Okay, once you're done, then we're going to put this sheet into our composition notebook.